I've never seen that kind of money in my life. You know, some of these, like, there's tennis courts and pools, and it's like, and it's not just one, they're all over the place. I gave you a shout out, I'm like, because we drove by, like, Hollywood Boulevard, so I'm like, there's Memphis's club. I'm like, there's the Hooters Keisha works at. You know, I was trying to do that for the, but, like, I saw a lot of stuff, like Man's Chinese Theater. Like, I saw the Walk and the Stars on there. So that stuff was kind of cool. I'm trying to think if there's any other, like cool information. There was, like, they did a good job of, like, making sure.
That is cool, Dan. Was it weird? So
no, I mean,
weird?
like, I was very overwhelmed. Like, you see people's faces and like, noises and cars and...
It's gotta, you know what, you don't even realize what you've given up.
That's crazy.
If you guys want to know the weird thing, I was like, I couldn't wait to get back. You know what I mean? I was like, you know, because it's just like, you feel like this become so much of your life, it's like you don't want to leave it, you know? It's weird. I mean, obviously, I never thought I'd feel that.
Why do you say that?
And Jerry, I'm telling you, I'm afraid to go back in the real world now. But,
it's kind of scary out there, huh?
Very scary. Yeah. All right. So I have an idea. We're going to like a private beach, but like, so we drive down like Hollywood. We spent a lot of time like circling Hollywood and like looking at all the buildings, and we drove by UCLA.
This was out of the helicopter.
Yeah, this was in the helicopter. And so, like, we spent a lot of time, like, they showed me a lot, like, the Capitol Records building, like, that whole area.
That's right there by Esquire. Like,
yeah,
that's
right when I said, I'm like, hey, there's Memphis's club. I don't know if they're going to use it, but, coastline. And then, as we got lower and lower, we were going faster and faster, and I saw, like, a sailboat race. There's like all sorts of, and anytime like the lower you got, the more and more people waved. So that was kind of cool. But then as we got lower, we're going along the coastline, and he pulls to the right, and we just head out into the ocean. And I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? So we're going in this vast ocean, and like the other helicopter. Wouldn't tell me the name of it. Here's what I got out. I found out that the guy who owns Wrigley Park owns this island, and it's about, because I was looking at the GPS of the helicopter pilot, it was about, we were heading southwest from LA, and we were about 30 miles out. So I don't know what that would be. But it was a private island. So then, here's when I start to get like, we pull up to we're getting closer and closer to the beach, and I see, like, a kayak and, like, jet skis and stuff like that. And then I freak out because I see a lunch table on the beach, but there's 2 chairs there. So I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is going on? And then, so we're pulling up, and, like, we're pulling up to this huge, like, rock formation. And, like, we're going up, and we're not slowing down. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? And then at the last second, he pulls up and parks it. So I was like, what? Yeah, I mean, like, the landing was awesome. And so, you know, we get the cameras out and do all that to get me, like, walking out. And it was like, I go walk down towards, like, I see the lunch all set up. It was like Alfredo, like, pasta with chicken. And then there was vegetable quesadillas with, like, broccoli and tomato and red peppers. There's a Caesar salad and there's wine. And there's no dessert, but then there's like 2 things set. There's like one for me, but there's food there, and then the other thing's like blank. So I'm sitting here and like I start eating, and like I'm waiting for someone to come out, and waiting for someone to come out, and no one came. So I felt like the biggest asshole. I think I just did that to like be like, you know, you chose this. But I mean, when I pulled up and I saw 2 chairs, I'm like, someone's coming.
Like someone else came with you.
You know, and so it was like. But then I just, you know, hung out in the ocean. Then I go out in the ocean. It's like ice cold, but the water was clear. But like I thought it'd be warm.
No, it's
So I dicked around in the ocean for a while, and then I got it's kind of. It's not much, but I tried to do anything.
You brought like sand.
And I had to sneak all this stuff. There's sand, and then I got. There were these all over the beach. I don't know what these are. Some kind of pod.
Some seaweed.
Is that what it's from?
Yeah.
And then I picked you guys all out of rock for different reasons, right? This one, I got Jerry because it's kind of like a little white spot on top, and that's...
He's cute.